Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Freedom Media Communications from Lagos. Our topicality this morning is based on what the governor of each central states, are doing in regard of Biafra agitation. How far they had actually gone to betray the Biafran sovereignty or emancipation agitation over the years ranging from 2015 to date. What are the governors of the southeastern Nigeria doing? All the governors over there are 100% IGBO blood. None of them is a visitor, but yet they turn their back on the Biafran people. Biafra agitation, indigenous people of Biafra was, recently proscribed as a terrorist organization. And my question is, what did the governors of the eastern states, all of them, they were 5 in number then and even currently are, what did they do? Did they debunk it? Did they fight political war? What consultation have they made? Did they make to make sure IPOB is the proscribed? Because as I'm talking to you now, IPOB is a terrorist organization. Just imagine. According to Nigerian Nation, Federal Republic of Zoo, proscribed IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, meaning you and I, Soludo, Pitamba, everybody Obi, everybody in Igbo, every Emeka, every Chukwu Emeka, as terrorists in the southeastern Nigeria. That was during the tenure of AGF, Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Abubakar Malami was running a justice that was selective during his tenure as an AGF, of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He runs a government, he runs an administration in the judiciary as an organ of government. Selective justice, selective legal reform, selective constitution, selecting, implementation of the law. AGF Malami, Attorney General Malami was the then Minister of Justice in Nigeria when indigenous people of Biafra was proscribed as a terrorist organization. The whole world actually could not allow it, especially Britain. Britain said no. IPOB isn't a terrorist organization. United Nations organization, UNO member countries said no. They don't see IPOB as a terror organization. Then, almighty USA, Israel, Canada, debunk it, renounce it, denounce it, that they could not see any reason why any right man in his thinking could proscribe Igbo people as terrorists. So the meaning is this. It means actually that our enemies are the governors in the entire central eastern region. The governor of Enugu, Mba, the governor of Ebonyi State, Francis Nwafulu Ifulu. Then again, Charles Soludo Ikento is an enemy of the Igbos. Then you talk about Hope Uzodinma, the monster, the political monster of Igbo people in the recent time that actually planned and connived with federal forces and sent to their early graves over 500,000 Igbo youths. He was not doing well initially until he started the vigilante, dangerous group called Ebubagu, headed by Asari Dokubo, and Hope Uzodinma, not allegedly, was using Asari Dokubo as a mechanism to unalive and disalive Igbo people. Asari Dokubo himself came out and made a confession that he was working for Hope Uzodinma in the past, that he worked for Muhammadu Buhari, buying people, kidnapping people. We don't know how, let me say, authentic or solid was all this allegation by Asari Dokubo, who is a man with unstable character, is a chameleon. We say today it is cold, tomorrow we tell you, he did not say it, that it was hot. That's why all the accusation he was coming out with last year and this year, even in 2023, when he was trying to get a contract of being the head of the whole vigilantes in Nigeria, you know, as it was initiated by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But after looking into that platform further, they understand that Ataru Kubo was once a Niger Delta soldier, militant, who could do anything with arms. That's why they deny him that position of heading all the vigilante groups in Nigeria. A platform that he has actually failed to secure a position today. And that platform died what? An eternal death. So what am I saying here? The governors in Igbo land are enemies of Igbo man. Look at Charles Soludo, has been telling the whole world that Biafra does not exist, that IPOB are the one buying people, unaliving and disaliving people, killing people in the southeastern Nigeria. Is that man, Governor Charles Soludo, supposed to be saying all that he has been, telling the whole world on social media? And I want you people to know the state called Anambra is Anambra, the situation, the condition, the region called Anambra, the situation we are, the condition we are in Igbo today, the kind of state we are the progenitors of the Igbos, and the state that is supposed to be the #1 person for Biafra emancipation is now the worst, opposition of Biafra emancipation or agitation, Anambra State. Look at Charles Soludo. Soludo is just singing another tune, saying all manners of things about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB group. Is actually supported federal government of Nigeria proscription of IPOB as a terrorist group. Could that man be 100% Igbo man? This is a question that I left right now on the table, white and blue. If you could have the answer rightly, then I will actually give it to you. Charles Soludo, is he an Igbo man? Then again, Hope is the man that is supposed to be protecting Ndimo, based on the kind of power veto, invested on him, is now turned against Ndimo and the 5 people in his Omoma, Olo communities, the youths there. If you go to Omomolu community, Olo community, you will be asking yourself if they have been giving birth to men folk in the past or presently. Maybe the babies they gave birth to woman, girls, daughter, girls, child, because Hope Uzodinma has reduced the numbers of Omoma community low to 0. No youth there. The whole youths actually absconded from home. Come back, running into the township, urbanities to survive, because if you are left alone at Omo, Hope Uzodinma will do what? Buy you, he will kill you. You send the military clerk, dangerous one, the Fulani Janja with his masters to buy you. I'm telling you that Hope Uzodinma, Peter, Mba Charles Soludo, one fully for Ebonyi State, with the exemption of Alex Oti, the best governor we have so far in Igbo land. Recently, during this republic that has actually, sent millions of Igbos to their early grave, is Alex Oti. This republic we are right now, Alex Oti still remains the best. What are the rest of the governors, both past and present, are doing in regard, of Biafra agitation and the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the man who has been suffering for Igbos, has been going through loss and loss of unbearable pains, ordeal, and agonies to make sure that Igbo man is happy, to stop marginalization of the southeastern people, indigenous people of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was incarcerated for 5 years right now in jail, and Igbo elites, Igbo billionaires, Igbo governors, Obi Kubana, Emeka Okonkwo, many of them, Emeka for Ato Eze the billionaire, many name them. How many could I name here? What about Obi Jackson? What about Bishop Nabag and the King Solomon of our time? Bishop King Solomon that come 2 times. These are people from billionaire communities in Igbo land. Billionaire communities are all embedded, situated in Anambra State, the progenitor state of the southeastern region of Nigeria. Those billionaires right now are minding their serious businesses and family. They don't have anything to show in solidarity that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing the right thing. And today, Kanu is languishing in jail, incarcerated, and put in confinement at Sokoto Correctional Center. Obi Kubana is not asking. Atoeza doesn't want to know. Look at the Kubana Chief Prince. Look at the T-billion. Look at all the billions all around Igbo land. Come on. Vanchanine. None of them is showing interest today. They have let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to die in jail. An innocent man. So these are questions that has gone long to actually define the kind of current Igbos we have now. They have lost sense of unity, sense of cohesion, sense of running an advanced society whereby man comes out early in the morning, gather his clans or kinsmen with kola nut. He prays for them, for the proceedings of the days, proceedings of the day, the business of the day that ensues early in the morning will be all right for every person that transacts. That was the prayer we pray every early morning in Igbo land with kola nut. We call Chukwuka Biame. These people I named, these governors, are they Nze? Are they also? Can they take that position of Nze Nozos, people that are masterminders of truth in Igbo, traditional setup? They are the Nze Nozos. Good. Soludo with red cap, fit into that Nze Nozo chip. Could hope Uzodema Obumado, fit into that position of Nze Nozo, and he's still putting on red cap. You see abomination in the high places, yet turning his back on his clans, the Igbo people. There are many problems in Igbo land going on right now. They don't recognize their brothers. They don't actually sacrifice anything for fellow Igbo man. All they know mind is their business, their political opponents and gains. The governor in the southeastern Nigeria are nothing but political profiteers, people who are bridge players on the political setup of the country. They make their money, with Abuja as the center of the all political bridge players. They are all billionaires, leveraging depending on the national, let me say, cake or resources that God has given to us in bulk. They are feeding facts on these natural resources of ours, not minding to invest the money on human beings. That's why Nigeria today, the rich are getting richer, while the poorer are poorer and poorer, getting down the rain. On daily basis, the rich man is appreciating. Daily basis, the poor masses are depreciating in quality, going down to the abyss to suffer the more. So that's why I am asking question. Please, someone is suffering from you as an Igbo man. What is it that you have done to compensate him, to say thank you? You have done well. You are all doing what is not good to use to pay as a price to someone that has actually meant well for all Igbos. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is right now suffering at Sokoto prison. What about the Igbo billionaires in Anambra, Enugu, and Abia? Igbo billionaires in diaspora are doing lots and lots of good work. I could not deny that. But I mean the indigenous Igbos, the Igbos that did not actually leave the native Igbo land for diaspora, green pasture. They stay at home. They join all manners of dangerous, idolatrous cults, deciding on whom to buy or unalive. That's their job. That's why if you do them good, no matter how far you've gone to punish yourself, they don't mind what you are doing for them. All they do is pursuance. They pursue their selfish goals, political interest, and profiteering. That is the common business of all these southeastern governors who have turned their backs on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and even Republic of Biafra. It is now a different nation, different people that are fighting for Biafra emergence. Courtesy, State of Israel, Canada, Germany, and the United States of America under Donald Trump, the man that has actually done wonder in our world today. He actually remembers Biafra, and they still been reiterating that there is need for Biafra to leave Nigeria so that peace could reign in this part of the world. That is Donald Trump, the current U.S. president, is working very hard to make sure Biafra emerges. So we, the indigenous people of Biafra, people originally that were given birth to on that land, most of us are doing nothing. They keep on blaming and laying accusing finger at someone else. They don't mind their business again. All they do is gossip. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gossip. Simon Ekpa gossip. Emma Powerful gossip. Ejiofor the barrister. Alotius, this is and that. Everybody gossiping. They don't want to do anything to make sure Biafra emerges. All they do is gossiping around, conspiring against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, having their meetings in the high places to bring Kanu down, but they have failed. God, Chineke Okabiame, has actually turned his back on the wicked Igbo politicians. Kanu is coming out. His application for appeal has been granted by Abuja High Court. Next time he goes to court, no fresh charges, no more are you guilty or not guilty. The justices, the people that will decide or review Nigerian constitutions, are the ones that are going to look into the next court appearance to know if James Omotocho truly was giving millions in dollars to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unjustifiably. It is a place to be when next time you learn or read that Kanu is about going to court. The court auditorium is going to fill up because one man that has challenged the constitution of a country, even the sons and senior advocates, ministers of justice, accusing them that they don't know the law. Show me the law where it is gazetted in Nigerian constitution. Someone like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has known Nigerian constitution more than the chief justices themselves. Come on, it's very hard to believe. Remain blessed, all my viewers. Kanu deserves applause. Apologies from all political classes in Igbo land. Apologies from every Igbo man. And he deserves our prayer. Compassionate prayer. Prayer with passion. Thank you for listening. I love you, my esteemed viewers. Please subscribe from me. Like my channel. Follow my channel. Just hit the notification bell so that anytime I comes on live, you are going to receive alerts. Thank you so much. Goodbye.